Good morning, boys and girls. Today's story is called Miles McHale, Tattletale, and it's written by Christine Jones and illustrated by Elina Ellis. Okay. Miles McHale, Tattletale. What's a tattletale? Let's read and find out. Miles McHale was smart. He was funny, he was sweet. But Miles McHale was also a tattletale, and not just a one or two timer tale teller. We're talking about constant tattling all day long. Let's see what tattling is. He's going to tell what everybody's doing. Frank won't stop staring at me. Happy is going too fast. That boy is picking his nose. Sometimes the tattling didn't even stop at bedtime. Thomas isn't using his blankie. The tattling was a problem at home, but it was a big problem at school. Elsa is sharpening her pencil. Nolan is tying his shoe. Kale is scratching his arms. And Miles wasn't the only tattler, but he was the worst one. So one day, Mrs. Snitcher started the tattle battle. Okay, class, Mrs. Snitcher said, the rules are simple. 2 teams, 1 week, no tattling. Whichever team has the fewest number of tattlers gets extra recess on Friday. When the teams were assigned, Miles didn't stop tattling. Adeline is being too loud. Lola won't stop clapping. Landon is standing on 1 foot. His team was not impressed. Look at that. They're mad at him for tattling. He's telling things that just don't need to be told. Miles, hold on a minute, Mrs. Snitcher said. Before we start, let's recite the Tattle Battle Pledge. If a friend is sick, hurt, or in harm's way, then telling someone is okay. And with that, the tattle battle officially began. Miles knew the rules, and he didn't want to let his team down. But sometimes it was hard to know what was tattling and what wasn't. Mrs. Snitcher, Allie is chewing on her pencil. Is she sick or in danger? Mrs. Snitcher asked. Well, she could choke on it, Miles replied. True, but that's not likely. Okay, Miles said. Got it. Mrs. Snitcher, Emma isn't wearing socks. Is she sick or hurt or in danger? Mrs. Snitcher asked. Well, she might catch a cold, Miles said. Maybe, but that's not likely. Okay, Miles said. Got it. But he didn't really get it. He tried hard, but Miles kept letting his team down. By the end of the week, his team was losing, and he was alone. Alone at recess, alone at lunch, and alone on the walk home. Nobody wanted to talk to him, especially his teammates. His team was losing the tattle battle, and it was all his fault. That's it, he said to himself. No more tattling, ever. That night, Miles was playing in his room when he heard a loud noise in the kitchen. Hattie, what happened? Miles asked. I wanted another cookie, his sister said, but when I climbed onto the counter, I slipped. Miles had a choice to make. Should he tell his mom or not? He didn't want it to be a tattletale, but Hattie was hurt. Then Miles remembered the Tattle Battle Pledge. If a friend is sick or hurt or in harm's way, then telling someone is okay. That's it! I'm not tattling. I'm telling. And that's okay. The next day, the class recited the Tattle Battle Pledge right after the first bell. If a friend is sick, hurt or in harm's way, then telling somebody is okay. But at the end of the pledge, Miles McHale went on. Unless it's sickness, danger, or bullying I see, I will mind my own business and worry about me. Miles McHale, that is a wonderful addition to our pledge, Mrs. Snitcher said. I will take away 3 tattle points for your team. Miles beamed with pride. His team still lost the tattle battle, but that was okay. He apologized to his team and won back his friends. And after that day, Miles McHale never tattled again. In fact, nobody ever tattled again. Life was perfect. The end. Well, not quite, but I did tattle a lot less, and so did my friends. And there's the Tattle Battle Pledge. If a friend is sick, hurt, or in harm's way, then telling someone is okay. Unless it's sickness, danger, or bullying I see, I will mind my own business and worry about me. So if someone is hurt or in danger, then you should tell. But if somebody's doing something, it's not hurting anybody, it's not bothering anybody, you don't really need to tell. That would be tattling. All right, see you next time, boys and girls.